Hi there and welcome to Mr. Fisher's Math Essentials podcasts. This podcast is titled On Sale and deals with promotions and sale discounts. So the big concept here is business owners use promotions like sales to attract buyers. And another important point to note is that sales tax is always charged on the sale price, not the initial price. So in order to find the total discounted price, you have to find the discounted price first before calculating the total cost with sales tax. So let's look at two examples. First example, Jonas needs to buy a new winter jacket. He's waited for a sale. Its cost is $249.95 and now it's discounted by 20%. So if Jonas lives in Nunavut, because remember each province has a different provincial sales tax, what's the cost of the jacket? And in Nunavut there is no PST. So the way we're going to go about finding this is we're going to take this 20%, convert it into a decimal, and so that's 0.20. Okay, remember how I do that. I take the number, which is the 20%, and I move the decimal place 2 times. Okay, another way to think of it is to find the decimal, I take 20 and I divide it by 100. And that gives me the decimal. Okay, so regardless, I have 0.2, which is the decimal place for 20%. And I'm going to times that now by the price. And that's going to give me my discount, how much I get to deduct from the total price. So 20% of $2249.95 is $49.99 when you do the math. So now, that's step one. Step two is I take my full price and I subtract my discounted price, and I'm left with $199.96. Okay, now there's an ulterior way to do this. Rather than doing both of these, I could simply take $249, because remember, 20% is the discount. That means I'm paying 80% for the total cost. So I can take the total price and I can times it by 80%, so 0.8, and I'll be left with $199.96. Okay, let's look at another example. So in this example, we're looking at a fisherman which sells fresh salmon, live crabs, and prawns. He needs to sell off his stock, so he's going to offer a 20% off on all of his prices. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out the discounted prices, first of all, for the salmon. So the salmon is usually $18.50 per kg. And we're looking for the price of salmon that weighs 3 kilograms. So first of all, we have to figure out what the discounted price is per kilogram. So we're going to take $18.50 and we're going to times it by the 0.20. And that's going to leave us with a discount of $3.70. Remember, that's step one. Step two, we're going to take that $18.50 and we're going to subtract the $3.70, the discount, and we're going to come to the actual new price of $14.80 per kilogram. Now, to answer the question, we have 3 kilograms of fish and it's $14.80 per kilogram. So we're going to take that $14.80 and we're going to times it by 3 to get our total price of $44.40. Okay, now let's do the prawns. Prawns we're going to do the same way. So they are regular priced $34.50 per kilogram. We're going to take the let's do it the 80% way. And we're going to find that to be 27.60 per kg. Now, if we're asked to find 500 grams of prawns, I have to convert 500 grams into kilograms. Now I know that there's 1,000 kilograms, 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. So if I have 500 grams, then I have half a kilogram. So now that I know the price per kilogram, I'm simply going to use the discounted price times by 0.5. I'm going to arrive at a price of $13.80. So that is the podcast on sales and promotions, and I hope that was helpful.